How do you use a book to get more leads for your business? That's exactly what we're going to discuss in this video. And if you guys are new, make sure you subscribe for more videos just like this one. So one of the big mistakes a lot of authors make is they just think royalties and they don't think leads. And this is leaving a lot of money on the table. You have to view a book as the beginning of a customer journey rather than that end point. Because people who read a book, they get to know, like, and trust you much faster than just through a video, through a blog post, or just a free piece of content. And understand that people who read books, that's a big time investment. So it's not like they just spent a few minutes with you. It's an hour, 2 hours, even 3 hours, depending on how long your book is. So this is the opportunity to get more leads with your book. So the first thing you have to do to get more leads with your book is get clear on what that journey entails. Do you want to lead people into your coaching? Do you want people to buy your training course? What is the end goal of this customer journey? So that's the first step. The next step is to strategically place this offer, place the steps to go forward with the journey throughout your book. So at the very end of your book, that's the time where you could tell people to schedule a strategy call with you. That's the time where you could provide the discount code to a training course. But throughout your book, you can make subtle references. If you are a coach and you've had clients who have achieved success, include those client stories in your book. It's very common for people who want to use books to get leads to say something like, one of my clients did this, or one of the students who joined us in the program managed to get this type of result. So it hints the idea that, hey, this person is a coach or has done for you clients or has a training course. It gives subtle hints along the way. So including those stories in your book makes it more likely for when someone does get to the end of your book. And remember, at that point, they are really deep in the relationship. When someone does get to the end and you have those stories and those examples combined with value to prep them to make that decision, it's going to be easier for you to turn a reader into a solid lead. And yes, you can use the very first page of your book to get people on your email list, which is still a great strategy. But if you're not doing this in other parts of your book and you're not doing this at the end, you are missing on a big opportunity to convert more of your readers. And another thing that really helps with turning readers into leads is smashing the like button on this video. But another thing that helps, even in addition to hitting the like button on this video, is to get your readers comfortable with taking action. So if you include worksheets in your book for people to fill out, and this could be just one question that you end the chapter with, and you have 3 lines where someone can write their response, you are getting people to go from passive readers to active readers. And some people, when they reread your book, they are going to see their answers from months ago or years ago, depending on how long it's been since they picked up their copy. And they're going to be reminded of those moments when they first read the book. So if you do have prompts in your book or worksheets towards the end, or spread out in your book as well, that's going to turn your readers into active readers, which makes them more likely to be active and subscribe to your email list with the freebie, of course, that gets them on the list, to schedule the strategy call with you, to buy your training course, get people comfortable with taking action as they read your book. And then it's going to be a smoother transition to get more people to take action towards the end of your book. And now we get to an important matter. How can your book get leads if you don't get sales? This is where royalties matter, because royalties pretty much mean you're selling books. But from a book lead standpoint, it's less about how much money you make from the royalties and more about how many copies you can get into other people's hands. So there are a lot of authors who they will make their books free and give them out to people because they understand that maybe they lose $2 or $3 from the book royalty, but they can get hundreds of dollars because someone becomes a client, They get a lot more exposure on their YouTube channel because they mention it in their book. And we're not just talking free plus shipping where people say it's free, but you still got to pay for the shipping. We're talking about just digital files of your book. And you could do this through KDP Select, the free 5-day giveaway. You can also put it on your own website and do a giveaway that way. Now, if you do use KDP Select, you can only have your digital copy available on Amazon's platform. So you may want to have a mix of some books that are KDP Select and other books that aren't. For the KDP Select, you want to use those free 5 days. For the non-KDP Select, you want to have something on your website. So you're always getting a steady stream of new readers, even if you're not making the $2 or $3 from book royalty, or even we're talking $5 for paperbacks, but you are introducing the opportunity for yourself to make hundreds of dollars if someone buys your course, becomes a client. And even if they don't become a client or do any of those things, it's a much deeper relationship and they are on the customer journey, and they may just consume your free content like a YouTube video, where by them consuming it, the YouTube algorithm kicks in and allows you to get seen by more people. And that's just one of the ways that you spread on the YouTube algorithm. When someone smashes the like button, which I hope you did for this video, that is another thing that helps you out with the YouTube algorithm. So think about what you want your book to do. Have that planned out before you even start writing the book, so you have your appropriate call to action spread out throughout the book. You mentioned the YouTube video. If you want to grow on YouTube, you mention your client or your student if your focus is on getting more clients or students. And then it's just a matter of writing the book and getting it into as many people's hands as possible. If you guys enjoyed this video, I'd love if you could subscribe to get more videos like this one. We are on a goal to someday hit 100,000 subscribers. We are a very long way away from that, but that is the goal at some point in the future. And signing off, dream big, achieve greatness, and unlock your potential today.